It's been a long time coming, but I finally went through a marathon of Hajime no Ippo. It's my own fault for taking so long because instead of watching it myself, I relied on the recommendation people gave me. Whenever I ask what's so good about it, I be directed to a video which shows off the character's best move. But guess what? That doesn't happen until 60 episodes into the series, so why would I give a fuck about it? Then I was shown some random fight with the main character struggling, and again, it's from the final episodes. Not only is it spoilerific, but why would I even care about their fight? I'm not attached to any of the characters, so I don't see the same thing a veteran of the series sees. All I see is punch, duck, dodge, and punch in slow motion. So yeah, if you want to get someone into a series, don't just show them random fights just because you think it looks cool, especially if it's near the end of a series. Now that I got that out of the way, despite the spoilers, I love this series. It's about a boy named Ippo who gets beaten up and saved by Takamura, a professional boxer. Once Ippo learns how to throw a punch, there's no looking back. It's pretty much an underdog story. And that's the main attraction of this anime. You want to see how far Ippo can go against much stronger opponents, which he does. It's almost unfair. But just about every fight in the series just really comes down to one thing, which I won't say because doing so would actually spoil 90% of the fights. The animation doesn't get that much better as the series progresses, but it really doesn't need to. The comedy on the other hand improves as the characters develop, especially when it comes to Takamura, who is an egocentric asshole. There aren't many flaws. As I said before, there is a key factor in every fight, but knowing it would spoil the series. I guess the music could use some more variety. Don't get me wrong, the soundtrack is memorable, but only because they use the same track a few too many times. The animation is good too. You never really see the quality drop dramatically like you see in other long-running series. Although sometimes the perspective of the ring can look out of place in comparison to the fighters, which actually looks pretty funny. After this series is over and done with, there are 2 OVAs which are somewhat mandatory to watch and just feel like 3 episodes crammed together. Although the Kimura vs Mashibu match is definitely something refreshing to watch. All of it leads off to Hajime no Ippo Season 2 New Challenger, which was actually made more than 5 years after the original series. They sure took their time. Well, thanks to the new advances in animation, the show looks cleaner and sharper than ever before. And now, it's in HD. But in my opinion, the increase in quality is actually a flaw. It looks a little too clean, if that makes any sense. The original series had a rougher look to it, especially during the matches. It looked like there were pages from the manga. But the new style doesn't have that same feeling. Even the effects in their punches feel a bit dumbed down. The second season also loses focus on Ippo and concentrates on the other boxers. There are times when the anime feels more like a slice of life comedy and the fights don't feel as important. But it does have one hell of a finale for the Takamura fans. All in all, the second season is worth a watch. Feels more like character development in preparation for a season 3, which hopefully they're working on at this very moment.